as we are preparing to launch your website, one of the main things that you want to make sure you have is to have a domain name. This is going to be the address in which people are going to search for you, as well as a way to find you on the internet. So to do that within Squarespace, you click on Settings and then click on Domains. Here you see I have a built-in domain. That means this is the default domain that Squarespace gives you. When you first create a Squarespace account, this website may be a string of random text or words that may not make sense. So what I have done already is I've already customized it to be Havana Rose, which is the name of this business template. So if I want to edit it, I can just go in and click on it and change the name myself. While it's great to have this Squarespace default domain that is havanarose.squarespace.com, you may want to consider having a more professional domain such as havanarose.com. That way you really get to put a corner on the market of your business name as well as your little slice of the internet. So there are two options in which you can do that here. Perhaps you have already purchased a domain on a third-party domain website such as GoDaddy or something like this. You can connect your third-party domain that's hosted by someone else outside of Squarespace and tell it to work well with Squarespace itself. You do that by clicking Use a Domain I Own here, and it'll pop up and ask you to type in your domain name. So for example, I will just use our business, arcanastudio.co. Here you see a couple of options come up. One is to transfer the domain away from GoDaddy into Squarespace. That just simply means that Squarespace holds the domain rather than the third party that you're using. The second option is to connect the domain. That is telling GoDaddy to point your specific URL to this Squarespace website. I'm not going to go through this whole process now because this URL is already registered to our business website, so I don't want to mess that up. The second option is to purchase a domain through Squarespace, and so it would be hosted within the Squarespace dashboard. Simply click on Get a Domain, and you can search for your website here. Simply type in the URL that you want, and Squarespace will give you a few options on pricing.